Greetings everyone, it's the Mercenary. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend and that you're ready for this week's grind, whichever that might be. So I'm back today with another video to kind of discuss things about my channel, my plans, and just overall my activity on it. So as you can see for the video yourself, I got some Titanfall 2 gameplay. I just thought I would pre-record this so then that way I don't have to worry about struggling on gameplay, as well as trying to explain what obviously bothers me after the video that I wish I would have discussed but I completely forgot about. So this is what this session is for. So starting off with my goals for this channel. So my main goal has always been to focus on the games that I have personally enjoyed. I don't really get much feedback from people, which is not really a big deal because obviously I've taken this channel into my own to decide what I want to do and what I want to put on there. So I've kind of based it around what I want to do on my channel and a little less of what everyone else's interest is, which is quite obvious. Most of it is Call of Duty and Fortnite and anything to do with Battle Royale and all that stuff. And if it isn't apparent enough to you guys that my channel is not focused on Fortnite or Call of Duty, but more so on games that may or may not pique everyone's interest, which is alright, but it's all been about the games that I've enjoyed playing / what I want to see on YouTube one day. Sometimes I don't really make the best content that everybody else would like to expect of me, but at the same time I do what I can and I make what I can with what I have. And to get one thing very abundantly clear, as it's been repeated by most content creators these days, is that you can't please everyone on the platform. I mean, you can do you for you, but when it comes to trying to please the crowd as much as possible, that is going to be something that is very hard to achieve. Props to you if you actually manage to accumulate a small group that is actually really happy for you doing what they want you to do, but also it's all about doing what you want to do. And for me, I've always been focused on that, and based upon the lack of feedback, that's why I've been doing everything on my own, is because I don't want to be dependent on the community to give me suggestions. I'll ask for it, but whether that feedback comes back to me or not with any results, I don't wait around for that. Like, I kind of just do my own thing until that point happens, because typically my channel would probably die if I were to wait for everybody's request on what they want me to do on my channel versus what I'm doing already. And for this reason, this is why I'm entirely independent with my content and what I want to do with it, because it gives me an insight into my own channel, what I've got to do to keep my content fresh, gotta keep it active and stuff. And if I don't, then one, you're gonna fall out of the YouTube algorithm, which is already kind of messed up already, which is more complex than I can think of, so it's gonna hurt my brain just thinking about how it actually works in everyone's favor. But just the fact that you staying and being relevant to the YouTube platform itself is something that you got to consider if you want to make it out there. But yeah, for me, I've always been centered on what I want to do, and by getting to where I am at right now, it's an incredible achievement. So my main goal for this channel is to be an inspiration for others, that you can do whatever you want and still be successful. You just got to put a lot more hard work into it, versus those who have got the personality, professionalism, and how their setup is and everything. But as long as you're willing to be the underdog, which is what a lot of people are nowadays, and are willing to fight their way to the top, then those people, in my opinion, are the ones who deserve the recognition because of all the hard work, and that they appreciate the grind that goes into being what it is on YouTube, and that is a YouTube personality, or streamer, or a gamer. Whichever path you decide to choose is going to be the one that people will catch on to the most. So my next topic is the kind of content that I'm featuring and what I have planned for the future. Now the future is so huge that it's hard to think of anything big that I might be doing, but what I can share with you is what I do plan on doing here very soon, and that is making a video of reloading in slow motion in Far Cry 5, which I would have to do on the PC, just because the performance on console has always been far behind PC's technology, so therefore the smoother performance is what will make the better transition of how you can see something happen in slow motion. And that's the way I like to make it work out. And then the other one is not completely gaming related, but being that I'm a very experienced drone pilot, I love to do some drone videos, but unfortunately the quality might be in question, / the areas which I do it in might be very in question as well, because of the regulations that we have here that kind of prohibit the use of drones because people and their privacy. So it's just an idea I have in the future, but I don't know when I'm going to put that into effect. I'd love to, though, because nothing's better than seeing a bird's eye view in the sky of something that you can control and actually record at the same time, like pictures and videos and stuff. But that's a that's kind of a far-fetched idea for me to put together, but I don't know. You never know. Now, the challenges that will come with these ideas will be how consistent that I can do it, and if the idea ever runs too short and there's nothing else to provide. That's why I do Let's Plays. But at the same time, there's also a bigger challenge which every content creator in their lifetime will ever face, at least once or however many times, is the burnout challenge. And the burnout challenge, as described by many, is something that you can't come up with any more ideas. You're burnt out, you're so bored, you don't want to do it no more. The grind needs to be every day, or as consistent as possible, but there's just nothing you can come up with, and that is a fear and challenge that I'm gonna one day have to embrace. And it's not going to be something easy to think about in the future. It's just something that you gotta think of naturally in the moment and how you can get out of that moment. But should there ever be a moment that I ever get burnt out on YouTube, I've always got Twitch ads for backup, which I've got plenty of ideas for and I can execute on, versus what I would do on YouTube, which I would not be very much comfortable with, versus streaming. But yeah, I've always got streaming to back me up. But there's actually so many ideas that I've got going on right now that it could probably last me for a long time. It's all a matter of me putting it into practice and getting it out on the platform, but I've got to construct the idea first before I can upload it or even put it together. So yeah, that's that. Now, the next thing I could do, and an example that follows this greatly, is my Spider-Man comparison videos, is do more like it but on other games. And being that there are a few games I own on multiple platforms, I can now do such a thing, which I couldn't do before because I didn't own all the platforms like I do now. But there's been one video in my past that has garnered so many views and has gotten so much attention that it dwarfs every video that I've ever made up on my channel. Out of the 800 videos I've got, this one dwarfs this in views across all my videos put together, and that is my Spider-Man comparison video, which I made back in 2014, which you guys are still making that video stand out as king of the hill to this day. And this actually gives me an idea of what videos I can do for the future that keeps people dragged in. And this is kind of the example that I can give to you guys in sort of tips that when you're starting out, do any kind of video that has an interest in someone else's mind. Like, if you do something and people ask more of it, then that's something you should do more of, but also keep in mind doing what you enjoy as well. But whatever stands out to people on your channel and your video that keeps people coming back for more is what I think anybody, including myself, should be doing more of, and all that stuff. But again, if it's limited, it could be a problem, but as long as you can keep it coming every now and then, you'll do great, as well as I have. Now, to talk about a source subject, which I kind of hinted at in the beginning, but that is why I don't stream, upload, or even play Call of Duty or Battle Royale, to be more specific. And that's because Call of Duty to me is been a very toxic one, to say the most. And what I mean by that is the standards for Call of Duty videos kind of need to be very high, like gameplay and quality wise. Otherwise, it's going to turn people off completely and be like, you're garbage at the game, you don't make it enjoyable. And yeah, you just need to stop playing and make yourself look bad, because this is just garbage. And that's what I mean, is the toxicity is very, very potent, as well as Battle Royale. For me personally, I don't enjoy Battle Royale. The only Battle Royale that I've ever experienced was back when Blackout Beta was out, which I know I shouldn't, anybody for that matter, should not judge a game if it's in beta, but again, it was my first time ever playing Battle Royale, and it's reminded me ever since why I don't play it, so that's why I stay away from it. So any kind of new game that, even regardless if it's free to play, is something I stay away from, because I know I don't enjoy it. So therefore, I don't hate it, I just don't like it. Now, to me, hate and dislike are two very different set of emotions. Hate is when something you would wish would burn to the ground, never come back, and you wish nothing but the utmost terrible thoughts about that. Whereas dislike, yeah, I don't like that, but at some point you may come to traction of liking it at some point. But right now, I'm in the dislike region, where hate is a bit of a strong word to use. But as goes for Call of Duty, I'll say that I'll upload what I can. It's not going to be as consistent or as frequent as all my other uploads have been, but Call of Duty is something I can consider, as long as I'm having fun with it and the people who I'm playing with are having a good time too. But on a more recent update, I just completed my Doom Let's Play for Friday's video, and since I don't got really anything to fill in that gap for right now, it might remain a bit empty for now until I figure out something concrete to replace it. But for right now, I got videos like this and Spider-Man for Wednesday, which Spider-Man is such a huge game that will continue to go on for many more episodes based upon the side objectives, activities, and the main missions themselves. And this game does not come anything short of activities, I can tell you that much. But yeah, as far as for Friday's schedule, it's going to remain partially empty until I figure out something that will replace it completely. So there'll be some days where Fridays will be empty, and some days I will have something up there. So the only way to know is by following me on Twitter and or subscribing to my channel, making sure the notification bell is ticked, so then that way you never miss out on a single video. So at this point, there's not really much for me to talk about other than what I've already said. I actually marked these ideas down so I don't get too lost. I don't you know, drag on too much, that the ideas which I wrote down are as specific to the topic as possible, so therefore I don't you know, digress too much, even though some part of that might have been digressing. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I hope you guys are excited for whatever I might have planned. And all more than that way of knowing is to follow me on my social medias, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and as always, be sure to leave a like or dislike, whichever you feel today's video deserved, and get yourself subscribed with the bell icon so you won't miss out on any future uploads.